Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 1, Episode 21 of the originals, The Battle of New Orleans. So, last time we had a kind of memorial episode for Father Kieran. However, in the theme of fathers, we had Elijah, Klaus, and Haley haunted by the spirit of Michael, which was terrifying. Now, at the end of the episode, we had an even more terrifying scene as Michael went to Davina asking that she bring him back from the dead. So yes, very excited to see where we go in the story from here, but also very scared as to the fact that that could actually happen, as I think we can all say we do not want Michael back on this earth. But yes, with that said, let's jump back in to the world of the originals.
A lot of driving for a bag of rocks.
A lot of driving for a bag of rocks. Why the fuck have you got a bag of rocks?
You sure the hybrid will do his part?
Hey, they'll make sure of that.
Bag of rocks? Have they actually got the rocks necessary to make the moonlight rings then? Because they're talking about the hybrid and all that, and that's what they want out of all of this, so I feel like that might be where we're going. Did they actually figure out what rock does it?
Step out of the car, both of you. What's this about?
I think you should do what the man says.
Okay, they've been compelled.
Before things take a nasty turn.
So Marcel is fucking with Klaus's plans, not surprised.
Marcel came to me yesterday. He wanted a cloaking spell. He's gonna make a move against Klaus, a big move.
A cloaking spell? Why would he want a cloaking spell? To hide the rocks?
Maybe Klaus will buy a clue, realize he's a negative on the popularity chart, and go into vampire retirement.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but okay.
If there's a war coming, promise me you'll go before you get caught up in it.
I will say the title of the episode, The Battle of New Orleans, has me very intrigued. I hope that it's, like, true to its word. I hope that we actually have some kind of battle between the factions, because that could be really fucking cool.
This spell will enhance speed, strength, and agility. Should make a nice gift.
You'll be making quite a few of these. Let's call it an even 100.
Oh shit.
That's not the deal I made with Elijah.
Well, you're dealing with me now. I am offering considerably more.
You think because I sleep with you, I'm suddenly at your beck and call.
I was gonna say, is what you're offering her sex? Because I don't think that's worth all of this.
I'm prepared to offer something more valuable than my protection. My mother's grimoire, from which I took these spells.
Klaus, careful, bro. Like, I understand that this is a huge bargaining chip for you, but you're basically... It's funny, because he's giving the werewolves a very big advantage in the city. Like, he's giving them a huge advantage through these rings. But then, by giving her the grimoire, you're then giving the witches a huge advantage, so no one really has an advantage. You know what I mean? It's like evening everything. Actually, that's actually really smart if you think about it. You're evening everyone's playing field. Like, everyone is going to be more powerful, but because they're all more powerful, it's going to equal itself out. But they're all going to be indebted to you. So you're going to be the big man on top. I think that's what his plan is here.
You pledge your loyalty to me, beginning with the creation of those rings.
Yep, loyalty, okay.
Do this one favor for me, and you need never fear anyone. Ever again.
I'm not gonna lie, I know that it was just like... I know the last Harvest Girl is technically just a random teenager and she deserves to be brought back, but like, Genevieve didn't deserve to die anyway, so it's like, ugh. I'd rather keep Genevieve, if I'm being honest.
What are you... I tried to be nice about this.
I was gonna say, I think it's
Who
her.
the hell do you think you are? I am the new owner of this gumbo shack. I don't want any trouble. I don't really care what you want.
Ooh.
You said you were going to use it to protect the innocence of the city? Seems pretty ironic given your line of work.
I'm a legitimate businesswoman who's never been convicted of a crime.
Convicted, yeah.
My family's been in New Orleans for a long time, Cammy. Even longer than yours. And we've learned it's a very hard city to get by in if you don't have any friends.
Interesting that she's bringing up her family. Is it something that we're going to explore later on? Like, because I don't think we've really explored her family, have we? We've just said that she's like a big crime boss. And yeah, they can say that, actually, I don't know how long Cammy's family has been in New Orleans. That's the problem here. I don't know if it like started with Father Kieran or Father Kieran has just been the one to stay, because obviously Cammy and Thingy's parents didn't stay in New Orleans. They obviously moved away. I don't know if they're still alive either. We haven't really got that information either. She doesn't talk about her parents, so I don't know how far back her family goes, but it just seems weird that this lady is bringing up her family now. I wonder if that's got any relation to the story.
The stones in your duffel bag? Black kyanite. It's pretty rare. I also know enough about witchcraft to recognize the ingredients of a spell. So, you'll make me ask again.
Don't tell him. It'll ruin your plan.
You want to know the problem with having 2 werewolf hostages?
You only need
You
one.
really only need 1.
Yeah.
Wait!
Don't do it, bro.
Let him go. I will tell you about
Oh, that's so annoying. Like, honestly, with everything that this guy has done, he fucking deserves death. I know that this guy doesn't realize that he's the one who killed... Was it Eve or Evie? I think it was Eve, but they called her Evie. I don't know. But he went and fucking killed her, and he's the one who caused this whole big massacre of the werewolves a few episodes ago. So, like, it's just frustrating that he's sticking up for him. Just let that fucker die.
I suspect they've been shanghaied.
And you didn't feel the need to share this information?
It was my intention to present you with the problem only after I'd found an appropriate solution.
Yep.
Marcel.
Yep.
No, he'll kill them.
Genevieve assures me that Marcel has procured a cloaking spell, the only which will aid Marcel.
I didn't think about that fact. I kept thinking, like, what is Marcel using this cloaking spell for? To hide the black kyanite? But no, he's using it to literally hide his location in the wolves. I am dumb. Don't know why I didn't think of that to begin with, but the fact that he knows that Davina gave it to him is big yikes. No, not Josh! For fuck's sake, Klaus.
Hello, Joshua.
Biting him so he's infected. Fuck's sake, Klaus.
After all my overtures of friendship, you once again sided with Marcel, forcing me to do horrible things to someone you care about.
Wow.
Marcel chose his path. Seems unfair that Josh should have to suffer for it.
Klaus just such a manipulative little bitch.
Please.
He's at a warehouse at the docks. Thierry's place.
You see? That wasn't so hard now, was it?
Now cure Josh.
He'll live another 24 hours or so. I may need you, and Joshua serves as wonderful leverage. The next time I ask a question, answer quicker.
I get that like puts even more fear into Davina and it allows him to control her better, but for fuck's sake.
The uncle helped us raise the funds to restore it after Katrina. I figured he kept this room for extra space. Anyway, I didn't ask any questions.
Interesting. Is Cammy researching the words that she found on the box? Because obviously we know that she wouldn't tell Marcel. But if Father Kieran has this random room kept somewhere, this could be related to that.
Do you mind if I go in alone?
I'm such a nosy bitch. I'll be like, no. Oh, okay. Apartment 310, 456, Sycamore. Okay, that's cool. Is that like a real life code, I wonder? I wonder if that's actually some kind of ancient code that they used in the show, because that could be really cool. I'm scared now, guys, if I'm going to be honest. What? What's in here? What's in here that can help them? Isn't that the thing that they used in Haley a few episodes ago, like an enchanted object? Is this like objects from supernatural species that they've confiscated over the years? Is that what's going on here? But what's in here that can help them fight supernatural beings? Because the whole point of this was meant to be like a doomsday thing. It was like a use this as your last resort.
Elijah should have called by...
Oh my god, that scared me. I thought someone just walked in.
Accolades to Marcel. He did quite a dance across the bridge of your nose.
Has he stolen the stones?
Although he did leave us a delightful parting gift.
What about the stones?
Careful being so,
I don't know.
like, aggressive with that, Elijah.
Marcel fills a room with dynamite, and yet I'm the tactless one.
I recognize these explosives from the attack on the bayou. Could you remind me again why you believed that Marcel was innocent?
I recognize these from the attack on the bayou, but I didn't think that would have been Marcel. I suppose at the end of the day he could have compelled someone, but it didn't feel like a Marcel move to me. It felt like a human move to me. I'm still convinced that it was the humans that did it, only because the guy has such strong connections to the casino, but then that could have been Marcel's outing. It could have been his way of throwing off the scent, because obviously the person who would have sent the guy is the one in charge of the casino, but I don't fucking know. Oh, a note.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
Are you trying to kill us?
Elijah, tell me what's going on now.
This is for Thierry.
Run. Are you dumb? Oh my god, Haley. Haley's like, huh? Is everyone good?
I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. Those stones will be hard to replace. Fortunately, I always have a backup plan.
Wait, really?
You can't seriously mean her. She's a gangster.
I see her more as a means to procuring rare items at short notice.
Of course, she would have contacts with people in every field.
Not enough for an army at such short notice, but it's a start.
Strange. I wasn't aware that she was familiar with our plan.
My price for doing business is full disclosure.
It is a bit annoying because Elijah, like, was it last episode or the episode before? He literally said to Klaus, he was like, I'm going to be on your side. I'll do what you want to do. Like, let's just be in this together. But Klaus is not sharing any information with Elijah. He's keeping everything to himself, and it's just getting frustrating. If I was Elijah, I'd be like, for fuck's sake.
The more bodies we have to defend the compound, the better.
Let's get started, shall we?
I just feel like she's got her own plan going on here. I don't trust her one bit. She feels like the Klaus of the human faction, you know?
Jackson, this will be the last time. After tonight, you'll never have to turn again.
You know, Klaus isn't doing this out of the kindness of his heart.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
He's doing it for you. You're the one that's going to change everything for us.
I don't think he's only doing it for Haley, though. He's doing it for his own means.
I understand he risked his life to save his friend. He's a good man.
Elijah.
I was supposed to be betrothed to Jackson. I wanted to tell you sooner. I just didn't know how. It's this insane custom.
No, you don't need to explain. I understand the need to make sacrifices for one's family.
Elijah, for once in your immortal life, can you just not be so noble?
What would you have me do?
I just told you that I'm betrothed.
I suppose it is a frustrating thing. Like, it's silly to get annoyed at someone for being such a good person, but when you're talking about being in a relationship and all that, and I know they're not in a relationship, don't get me wrong, but obviously there are feelings there and all that, it's like part of you wants them to be a bit upset about it. Part of you wants them to not like it because, like, Elijah just saying, oh, well, I suppose you make sacrifices for your family and all that, him being so noble, comes across as though he doesn't care. Comes across as though he couldn't give two shits as to whether Haley is betrothed or not, or who she marries. You know what I mean? Like, obviously that's the feeling that Haley's getting here, but that's not what Elijah means it to be. Elijah means it to be a kind of, you do what suits you best. You do what you think is right, and I will go along with it. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to manipulate you into being with me. You do what you want to do, and we'll just see where we go.
Tell me that you think betrothals are stupid. Tell me that I have a choice.
Oh, shit! Okay, Elijah. Did not expect that.
You will always have a choice.
Nice.
I'd just as soon limit the mother of my unborn child to the side effects of your witchery. I am half-wolf. I control my form. Use my blood.
Is it not going to be weird, though, that they're using a hybrid's blood? Is it not going to, like, fuck up the spell a little bit?
Klaus found a way to make werewolves lethal to us 24/7. The fireworks at the docks, that was me. Trying to spoil his plan. He's moving forward anyway.
I suppose the slight issue here with Klaus's plan and all that is that the only party that is not benefiting from it and the only party that is now going to become enemy 101 is the werewolves. Not werewolves, what am I talking about? Is the vampires, because they're the ones who have kind of been left in the dust, but I don't know what they can really do against that, you know? It is what it is. Klaus is an original. You can't really go against him no matter how hard you try. So all I will say is if they're going to try and go up against them, good luck.
We're gonna go there tonight. Hard and fast, all at once, from every angle. We kill their witch, destroy her spellbook, and get the hell out.
Kill Genevieve and destroy Klaus's mother's grimoire? That would be a huge loss to everyone and everything.
I just need the rest of you to get past Elijah and do what needs to be done.
I suppose you can subdue Elijah long enough to kill Genevieve and destroy the book. I just, like, I don't want to lose Genevieve, you know? I don't want to lose her. She's been such a good character so far. I don't want her to be out of the show. It's been nice to have a really powerful, talented witch who is not necessarily on our side, but who they're in communications with and who is able to help them here and there, you know? Like, yes, we have Davina, but she's not as reliable because of her connections with Marcel, so if we lose Genevieve, it's just going to feel like a huge loss to the witches overall.
You should help Klaus. My brothers and their security detail won't be much against a vampire army.
I don't trust this lady! I'm getting annoyed that they're trusting her so easily. I know she's only human, but she could have something to use against them. You never know. She seems like a very resourceful woman.
Too afraid to show his face.
I'm here. I'm gonna offer you one last chance to pack your stuff and get the hell out of my town.
My town, okay, those are fighting words.
They want their city back. No surrender this time. You're gonna have to kill us all.
Okay.
They'll do just that.
He's mine.
You're falling for the trap, guys.
This won't take long.
Gentlemen, shall we?
Fuck them up, Elijah.
Not bad.
This is the thing though, Marcel, you do not stand a chance. I don't know what your escape plan is with all of this. Like, I know the idea is to kill the witch, destroy the grimoire, but what about your life? Like, how many vampires are you going to lose tonight? And even then, are you going to lose your own life?
I should have known it was you who detonated those bombs in the bayou.
The docks. That was me. I got the detonators from Francesca.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I'm not a monster, Klaus. I'm not you.
Wow. Oh yeah, what are you discovering, Cammy? Gabrielle Carrera, birth certificate falsified. Note date April 19. What do you mean birth certificate falsified? Correa. Gabriel Correa. Why do I recognize Correa? Who has got the last name Correa? Francesca Correa, isn't it? So what, her ancestor had his birth certificate falsified? Don't tell me her family are werewolves. Like, her and her brothers are werewolves. They've just kept it a secret this whole time. But how would that work? How would that make sense that they're werewolves? Because they would transform on a full moon. So people would realize that they're vanishing on a full moon every month. No. I always forget, but a werewolf has to kill someone to transform first, don't they? So I suppose they could get away with it. They could just say that they're human so long as they don't kill anyone. But in her line of business, I'd be shocked if her or her brothers have never come across someone that, like, they had to kill, you know what I mean? Like, in their line of business. So her family are werewolves. But what does this mean overall, though? Like, what impact will this have? Because they're not werewolves. Like, they're still humans. So, like, I know this is a big shock and a big revelation, but what impact is this going to have on the story? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Miss Correa, we need to go.
Oh my god. I just realized. She's there where the rings are being created for werewolves. She's gonna fucking take the rings, isn't she? Are they just gonna, like, become... Because the Guerreras were, like, the leading werewolf pack, won't they? They were, like, the big werewolf pack. So if she gets those stones, they can become that again. Answer it, please. Haley! Send a text, Cammy. Please just send a text.
The stones are finished. I've done my part.
Fuck.
I'll get them to the bayou.
Actually, she was talking to me.
What the hell is this?
Call it a side deal.
Oh my god.
And you think that humans can go up against Klaus?
No, I don't.
They're not humans.
But I'm not human. I'm like you, Haley. And now I'm gonna take back my town.
Like hell you are.
Fuck's sake. Bloody Genevieve having a side deal. Like, I don't blame her. Klaus is not the one to trust in any situation. I understand that she would go for another party in all of this, and especially if she revealed to her that they're werewolves and they're gonna, like, actually gain power again. She would want to be on the powerful side, but I just did. Once we had this revelation, obviously I saw Francesca's betrayal coming, and I already didn't trust her. I thought that something would happen. I just did not expect that Genevieve would go against Klaus. Not because I thought that she wouldn't trust Klaus, but more so because even if she manages to get away from this situation, she is now going to be an enemy of Klaus. So she'll be fucked anyway, you know?
Don't look so dour, Genevieve. We both got what we wanted.
What did Genevieve get? Did Genevieve get Haley? Is that what she got? Is she gonna go through with the ancestors' plan?
Oh, well, your name fits you. Little warrior. Though ultimately one of no consequence.
Wow.
My name is Marcel.
Marcel, you don't stand a chance. Oh, you're fucked either way now, Marcel. Wait, what? Is Klaus feeling all of these guys as deaths for some reason? Like, I'm a bit confused as to what he's feeling.
Nice job. save me the trouble of killing all these vampires myself.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh, is Diego about to get fucked? Oh shit, I did not expect Diego to be taken down. Taking her down too.
I'm sorry, mate, but I'm a bit famished.
I need a moment to process how fucking badass that all was. Like, they literally just flipped the tables on everyone. I knew she had something going on. Like, she is one of the most untrustworthy people we have had in this show. I did not think that she was out here just doing what she said she was doing. But what did I not? I did not expect this. I did not expect it to be this game-changing, you know? And now they're the only ones with these rings. Well, they're not even rings. They're the only ones with these stones. You're all fucked.
Well, you were the one who wanted me to cast the spell. So I made your stones. By linking their power to your blood.
So the more they're used...
They will be drawing from your strength and causing you pain.
After all I offered you, you would betray
Oh
me.
my god. Sorry to pause so quickly again, but... So every time that it gets to a full moon, Klaus is basically, like, extremely vulnerable. He's gonna... That's basically gone completely against him not being able... Like, him being able to not turn. Because the whole idea of not wanting to turn on a full moon and that is to save yourself from the pain. It's to save yourself from the transformation. But now he's just going to be feeling that pain anyway. So he's the only one of them all that's going to have to feel it.
Were you ever planning to give me your mother's grimoire? Did you care about me even for a moment?
I think we both know the answer to those questions.
Francesca kept her end of the deal. There is, after all, honor among thieves. In wanting to take the city, you've lost everything. And now even your child and her mother will suffer, all because of your greed.
Jesus. Klaus really went, like, he went over everyone's heads. He had all of these back plans, all of these plans with every faction, with none of them knowing and all that. And it's all just fucking flipped on him.
Surely you're not surprised. Deep down, you knew Niklas would leave Joshua to die.
I knew this would
Why are
happen.
you
Like,
still here?
it was so annoying because I knew that he would use this against Davina to convince her to bring him back.
If your friend needs Klaus's blood to survive, I've been known to spill a fair share of it.
You'll help me save Josh?
Davina, this is not a good idea.
Who are you talking to?
I thought Josh would be a bit confused.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna fix you.
Davina, this is quite possibly the worst idea you have ever had.
People died. My people. My pack!
Your pack? Because it looked to me like they were ready to follow Haley.
Wow.
The means to make our people even more powerful.
Our people.
Poor Haley. It is a shame. The witches drive a hard bargain.
Fucking hell.
But every revolution requires sacrifice.
Oh, like you see it as sacrifice. You didn't give a shit about her. Mate, you really are so fucking annoying. Could someone please kill him, please? I'm so done.
No.
Marcel, at the end of the day, what did you expect to happen? Say you took Francesca and the Guerra Wolves out of all of this. What did you expect to happen? They were all going to die. There's no way that they would have been able to stand up to Elijah and Klaus. Like, just don't get it.
Where's he?
He doesn't have her. Please, I know you don't trust him, but you know I wouldn't lie. He doesn't have her.
Francesca does. Oh, Haley!
Get her down on the floor.
Plan was to induce her when the sacrifice was ready.
I had to subdue her, and the trauma caused a placental abruption. So the baby is coming, and we'll just have to...
Had to subdue her, so it caused a placental abruption. So the baby is literally coming right now? Is this safe? Like, I know, don't get me wrong, I know that I'm asking the wrong questions, considering the witches are waiting for the baby to be born so they can kill the baby. But, like, in terms of the idea that they're not going to kill the baby, let's just say the baby's going to survive, which I do think is the more likely course of action. What is going to happen to the baby? Like, is it going to be okay being born early?
To be reborn, we must sacrifice.
What the hell does that mean, you psychotic little bitch?
The ancestors... When your baby is born, we will offer it up to those who came before us.
I'm sorry, Haley. But this is the way it had to be.
This is horrendous. This is absolutely horrible. I don't even know what to say. What a fucking ending. Like, actually, for a second, imagine being a mother, being pregnant, about to give birth, but knowing that that baby is going to be snatched and murdered by the very people who are there helping you give birth. What a horrendous, horrific thing that Haley is going to have to go through here. To know that with them saying, push, just push, with every push, you're pushing your baby closer to death. Like, what a fucking horrible concept. Now, in terms of the sacrifice and all that, I feel like they covered it previous episode, but maybe I've just forgotten because that wouldn't be a surprise with me. But with the way they're saying offering it up as a sacrifice, I think they mean they want the baby to be born and then consecrated into the earth so that the baby's power becomes the Coven's power. Because obviously being this, like, I don't even know what you can call the baby, because it's going to be like witch, werewolf, and vampire, isn't it? Because it's going to have the witch from Klaus's side, the werewolf from both of its parents, and the vampire from Klaus's side. But can vampirism be transferred? Can vampirism really be given to a baby that's being born? But then I suppose the baby's blood is already hybrid blood. We've already established that, so it must be, yeah. Baby's blood must somehow be part vampire. What does that mean for later on, though? What does that mean for the baby's transformations? Because yes, you can be a witch by birth, but to become a werewolf, you have to kill, and then to become a vampire, you have to die. So are those two out of the question? Is the baby just going to be born already, those three things? Or is it going to be something that's going to happen later on? And will certain things override others? Like, will the werewolf and vampire side override the witch side and she won't actually be a witch? Or will she still have access to all of them? I'm very curious to find out more about that, because I genuinely do not think the baby's going to die here. It's like a 90% not going to die, 10% might die, in my opinion. I don't really see it as a storyline they're going to go down. It would be a much more interesting storyline to have this baby, to have this being that is part of all three of these major supernatural factions. Like, that could be such a cool concept to explore, so I hope and pray that the baby doesn't die. If the baby dies, then I feel like that's going to be a huge loss to the story, but yeah, we're just going to have to see where we go from here. Obviously, Klaus and Elijah, well, Klaus is a little bit subdued and Elijah's been bitten by wolves, so he's going to be subdued as well. But they still should have enough strength to take on the witches. The only issue is the witches are probably going to be blocking them from the church. The witches are going to be standing in their way and not allowing them to get to Haley. And what can they do against that? Like, the only way to counter that kind of magic is with magic. And Davina's completely against Klaus right now, so she's going to be trying to bring Michael back. It's like every single card is against them. So I have no fucking clue as to how they're going to make it out of this. But in terms of the rest of the story of this episode, what a fucking twist about Francesca. Like, I knew she was dodgy. Like, if someone in her line of work is going to be dodgy, but I did not even, like, think it was a possibility that she could be part of a supernatural community. I didn't even think that she could be part witch, which would be, like, the most common thing that you'd think of. To find out that she is part of this, like, hidden werewolf bloodline that was meant to have died out, and that she's been planning this whole time, doing the Klaus. I literally said it earlier in the episode, she's like the Klaus of the humans, and it couldn't be more true. She's made all of these, like, back alley transactions, back alley deals with everyone, and it's worked in her favor. You definitely can say it's worked in her favor. I don't understand where Oliver stands in all of this, though. I don't understand where he is going to somehow now convince Jackson and the other wolves that out of the kindness of Francesca's heart, she's sharing these stones. Like, why does Oliver somehow now have one of these stones unless he sided with her? I don't understand. And then she said, our people, referencing the combination of their people, which, again, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know why they think this is happening. So I'm intrigued to find out what's going to go on the werewolf side of things. But yeah, everything is seemingly very bleak going into next episode. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see how it all plays out. But yes, with that said, absolutely fantastic episode, and I'm very excited to see where we go from here. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon, be able to find the early and uncut reactions to the originals and all the other shows that I do. Also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And Jess, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.